Good morning. This is the segment of Decency and Order. And the topic for today is intimidation by the church. So yesterday, I was called out by Vicki Gittleson. She put my name on a post telling me, watch my mouth, stay in my place, things like that. Don't talk about her pastor. Now, it's history with me and the church because my great-grandfather started Mount Olive Baptist Church. All the information that they have about Mount Olive is not the same with the information that I have that has been left by my grandparents, aunts, etc. Okay, but let's put that aside. So she calls me out about it. She says that I got the pastor name in it. I'm talking about the church because it's this ripple that I am not the creator of. But I did share the ripple and I put a comment on the top of it saying churches are not meant to be businesses or development companies. If you want to be a development corporation, do it in your own name. Harmless, right? So she gets angry and she put my name in a post and she tells me inside the comments, she starts to tell me I created it, I'm sharing it, what does it have to do with him? Like, she's making it very personal. But in this ripple, it has a bunch of churches that's in this ripple, not just one pastor. Not just one pastor, it was a bunch of them. So, I'm not gonna back down, but don't sit up here and think that you have the right to intimidate me. You have the right to put my name in something and then expect not to get the bear. Like, you don't poke me and then have all your church gang members try to come after me. So let me give you a little bit more history. We know that City Hall was raided. We know Bureau was raided. Well, the particular pastor or church that she's talking about received $1.3 million from Bureau, okay, to create apartments. Fine and dandy, I guess, if this is something that the community wanted. A year ago, I went to the minister. And I've never even talked about this because the most disrespectful way to be treated when you go to your minister or your pastor, well, I went to the minister and not the pastor, so let me be clear. When you go to them, which the Bible says, if you don't agree with something, if something has been wrong, you go to the church. I did that. Well, his reaction was totally disrespectful to me. And I haven't spoke upon it. But today, honey, let me tell you something. When you don't agree with people that have money involved when it comes to things that's happening in the church, the hell what the community says. The church don't care. They treat you badly. They talk about you. Apparently they make Facebook posts about you. I don't put pastors' names in anything. I never have. I've never said a pastor's name in nothing because that's not what I do. But at the end of the day, you think that you're going to try to intimidate me in any type of way, shape, or form? You better think about it again. Think about it again. Because I don't bother anybody. I may say the things that I say because it's true and it's factual. But your opinions when it comes to facts means absolutely jack shit squat. So let's be abundantly clear about that. I don't appreciate it at all. So after she makes her post, it's over 133 comments on there. She deletes the post. So I took her original post and I reposted it. And I said, this is a second stain on the church. Because we must understand something. Bureau was raided. Let me even break it down even further for those that don't understand. For church people that don't remember that they got a pass and they don't understand things that happen out here. If your connect got raided, would you still deal with your connect? You wouldn't. You'd be wanting to back off, right? Of course you would. Because why? Because something's about to go down. Okay? So what I spoke by saying that this is a stain on the church, it is. Because City Hall has made the name of the church stained. The churches, by even becoming 501c3 special circumstances, they have stained the name of the church. They started using churches as businesses and corporations so that way they can funnel money or get money to do whatever it is that the government wants them to do, and they get paid off of it. But when I ask the question, where does it say in the Bible that churches are supposed to become development corporations and businesses? Nobody can answer the question. But everybody can try to come at me with their opinions. I don't care about none of your opinions. I don't care about none of your opinions. What I care about is what I see before my eyes. What I care about is people really sticking to the meaning of what church is. What I care about, even though, let me say this, because someone said, I'm the church, you're the church, Chick-fil-A's the church. Fine. I'm the church, you the church. Fine. But guess what? When you use the church's name for anything else besides God, because it's not written for churches to be development companies and corporations. I don't care who was putting up tents. Paul can put up tents. Somebody can sell earrings. It doesn't make a difference. That is not what church is. That is not the meaning of church. So I can't stand when people try to sit here and twist Bible verses for their own needs. Stop it. We have to be real about this stuff. We have to be real about it. At the end of the day, this stuff is nonsense because it all boils down to nothing but money. And then if you think that I'm going to allow you to attack me and I'm not going to expose you for who you are, I mean, you lucky I didn't even expose everything. I'm still holding back. I'm still holding restraint. But then you're going to put on my post that I'm harassing you and you put my name in it? How am I harassing you? The only reason why you wanted to become my friend is so that you can do sneak peeks into all my posts. And you had the nerve to call me a creep? No, you're a creep. You said I'm hiding behind Facebook posts? No, you're hiding behind Facebook posts. You're the one that's deleting things. You're the one that's reporting things. I can handle myself. I can hold my own. I don't have to erase anything. I don't have to do any of that. But it just goes to show church people, and trust me, I'm church people, but these particular church people, they don't like the truth. They want to say, let God handle it. God can handle it. Ain't nothing wrong with God handling it. But what is wrong is you trying to use it in a way to shut somebody up. Well, I'm not her. Never been. And if you are that closed-minded to feel like can't nobody say anything, and only thing you understand is pictures and colors, because you see a bunch of pastors' pictures, you want to go ahead and make your assumptions, and you want to deflect what's really happening in the community, because these churches are going to displace people. Oh yeah, these churches are going to evict people that go to their church. So your congregation is going to rent from you, and then you're going to get an eviction notice. How does that work? There's some things that should not be touched. There's some things that needs to stay decent and in order. And this is not decency and it's not in order. And if you can't even come to the minister and talk, let alone has the minister's wife trying to call you out like you some type of punk or something. Like, this ain't no playground stuff. This is real life stuff where you guys are participating in the fact of displacing, gentrifying, redlining people in this community. The community do not want churches to be developers. They want church to be church. And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with voicing that? But when you voice it, you become a sermon. They get up on the pulpit and they want to talk about you. They get up on the pulpit and they say things like, we can have people escort you out. Like, who does that? There's no transparency. There is none. You can't even answer a straight up question. If you were about the community, you wouldn't stand with government. If you were about community, you would have never became a 501c3 special circumstance church where you want the government to acknowledge you as being a church. You ain't never have to do that. Churches was always exempt. Churches was always a religious organization. So you didn't have to do any of that. But you did. And this goes for all the churches that are development corporations. That's not church. You get millions of dollars floating in, and you have the poorest congregation, and nothing is being brought back into the community. Let that sink in. Ask yourself, is that really decent? I mean, you may go talk a couple of places and you think that's giving back. It's not. It's not. And because you don't like the message or the messenger that's supposed to taint the fact that what you're doing is wrong, that's supposed to make you look better, because you want to be argumentative and try to blast me on Facebook. Is that what this is coming down to now? Because I'm never going to shut up. Never. I'm never going to shut up. You don't have to like me, and I'm good on that. I wasn't brought here for everybody to like me. When my mama gave birth to me, I wasn't here for everybody to like me. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, cup of coffee, cup of herbs. I'm not everybody's nothing. Always walked alone, and don't have a problem doing that. But if you're really about truth, if you're really about community, and this goes for all the churches that are development corporations, then you would understand the community do not want this. You will understand that you're part of the gentrifying process. You will understand that we have the poorest congregation. You will understand that the city of Buffalo is the poorest. You will understand that at the end of the day, when stuff go down, and you're part of that stuff going down, you've been stained. And there's nothing wrong with me telling the truth. But what's wrong is you can't handle the truth. And you want to make things up. And you want to deflect. And you want to sit here and you want to pretend like everything is so holier than thou. And it's not. Because this is wrong. And you know it's wrong. And I don't appreciate the fact that you want to creep on my page. You want to talk about me. Because I haven't put your name in anything except for right now, today, and yesterday because of what you did. Everything is a trickle-down effect of what you did. Not what I shared. Because I didn't even put a pastor's name on anything that I shared. But you took it personal. And you took it personal because you're benefiting. I take what you did to me personal, because this is not about just me. This is about the community. People are going to see you for who you are. All of you. They're going to see you for who you are. And that goes for every church that participating in this mess to harm the community. This is not helping anybody. It's not. So this was another segment of Decency and Order. Intimidation is real by church folk. The intimidation is real. And it's too bad. Because the church could be very powerful if they stood by the community. The church could be that mouthpiece to help the community in their time of need. And the community just doesn't see it. Because they're not doing it. You guys be blessed. And the lesson for today is, I don't care who you are. Don't poke the bear, because you will get poked back. Don't try to use your platform to intimidate people when they are speaking the truth. If you're going to turn a blind eye, keep your mouth shut. Don't call people out. Because I'm not going to stop talking. And you don't stop talking either. And you don't be afraid to speak up. Because if you can't go to your pastor, your minister, your senior servant, whoever, and explain to them what they're doing wrong and how you would like for them to stop, and they get mad, then you know that there is something wrong with them. And you know that they are self-serving. They're not serving the people. They're not serving the community. They're not saving the souls that they're supposed to save. They're not helping. Because it's all about the money. And when churches become all about the money, what does the Bible say about the love of money? It's the root of all evil. Be blessed.